Michelle from the Scattered Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. Today is day 6 of Scrap-O-Ween and it is Halloween Throwback Thursday. I have my pictures here that I'm going to be scrapbooking, and they are of my husband. Oh, back in like 94, 95, not quite sure, in his Halloween costume for that year. And I have my papers picked out and some die cuts. I have some stickers, and also this sketch here from 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life Series 10. And this sketch is created by Alicia Lawrence. And it's perfect because I have 2 pictures and she has 2 pictures here. So let's get started. For my background, I'm going to use this piece of basil cardstock. And let's see, what is the color? It's not just black, it is Licorice Twist. They can't just call it black, they have to call it something else. So for my triangles that goes in each corner, I'm going to use this paper here. And it is just a bunch of spooky words like Happy Halloween, Happy Haunting, Boo, Spooky, Trick or Treat, all the wonderful, fun Halloween words. And I am trying to figure out how to cut my corners even. And you're probably hollering at the screen going, hello, there's a center line on your trimmer. Just put that corner right in the center line, right there, yes, and then cut it. Oh, it took me forever to figure out, oh yeah, there's a center line on my trimmer. How do I function? I don't know. So I have these cut out, and now I'm going to use my scissors to rough up the edges. And I'm going to go all the way around on both triangles. One day I will find me one of those little tools that you use to do that with. But for now, my scissors work. Now to back my photos, I'm going to use this green paper here. And I think this green paper is a very old Stampin' Up paper. I'm going to measure these pictures to see exactly how big they are. Because they're from the 90s, they're not exactly 4x6. So I needed to look and see exactly what size they were so that I can trim my paper so that I can do a photo mat for them. And they're almost 4x6, almost, but not quite. They're like, I don't remember, 5 3/4 or something like that, or a little less than that. But anyways, I get that trimmed up, and then I'm going to go ahead and rough up the edges of my photo mats. And I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. And I'm going to do them exactly like what is in the sketch that's up there. And really what I should have done is just made one big photo mat and just put the pictures on them on one side by side. But since I don't normally do that, I just kind of like out of habit made 2 photo mats. But I'm going to put them side by side, so it's going to look like they're on one big photo mat anyway. And that's okay. Now, the script paper comes from this collection right here. And this is an old Echo Park collection. Oh, what is the name of it? Happy Haunting. Does this have a date on it? Let me see. I've got the sticker sheet right here. 2010. It's from 2010, y'all. I wasn't scrapbooking in 2010. I started scrapbooking, probably in 2003, And then my second daughter was born, and it was very little. I did very little scrapbooking until a couple of years ago. So I actually found this collection at Tuesday morning, and I'm excited to have it, and I'm excited to finally be using it. So now this spooky that I'm using as my title is trimmed out. I fussy cut it out of the the Stampin' Up papers. I need to pull out all those papers and see about making a layout with those. They're really neat. Some of them even are flocked. If y'all recognize the collection, let me know what it is down below, because it didn't have a name on it. It just had, the Stampin' Up. What's it called? Not trademark. Well, anyways, it had the sticker on it that says Stampin' Up. So these here are some, they're kind of like acetate, but they're plastic, and they have like this mirror on them. And I didn't realize it until I took them out of the package that they are stickers. So I'm going to use this one down at the bottom. I'm still thinking about maybe using one of those border strips that's on this paper, on the sticker sheet, but I decided against it. But I am going to use this little haunted house, and I'm going to put it in the bottom left corner. But I got to get all those little pieces out of the fence first. And then what's underneath that is I put 2 die cuts that I cut out using an Altenew die that I have. What is the name of that? I'm always asking that. What's the name of that? I should have had this stuff ready so I could tell you. Oh, what's it called? Okay, here we go. It's an Altenew die called Reflections die, and I think it makes a really cool base for clusters. And in fact, last year I used it in my October daily as like a gate to hold in all of my doctors. You'll have to go and check out my flip through of my October daily last year and see the doctors that are trapped behind the gate. So I'm using this strip, this border strip that I got from one of the papers in the Echo Park collection up at the top as one of my layers. And then I'm just going to use that little border sticker from, what was it, K & Company? I just bought that. I found it at Tuesday morning yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I was so excited to see some new things in our Tuesday morning. I hardly ever go in there anymore because they just haven't been having anything. But on a whim, I went in there and they had so many new things. It was very exciting. Not really any paper, but embellishments. I've got so many embellishment packs and some thickers because I was really needing some more alphas. So I was excited to see that there are some new things coming in. So if you have a Tuesday morning near you, go check them out. They might start getting some new stuff in. So I'm going ahead and gluing everything down. So I've got my spooky, and these are little cupcake toppers that I got from Michael's, 2 years ago. And I decided to put them up here at the top, kind of like a little bouquet of tombstones. So I'm going to get those down where I want them. And it does kind of cover up my Altenew die cut there. You can see it kind of peeking out, so it just adds a little bit of texture, a little bit of layering there. And I'm going to measure out this border strip here and trim it down, and it's going to be my layer on the bottom. Now, I think in the sketch, yeah, let's see. In the sketch, it has 2 layers, but I'm just going to do the one. And I'm going to tuck this one up under my photos here. And I think these are so neat. I was really excited to see those at the store. I don't think I've seen any like that in a long time, if ever. But I was excited to see these because I've used them now on this layout. So my husband his character that he has dressed up as is from a movie called The Crow, and he's supposed to be the main character. So I looked everywhere in my stash for crows, and these are the ones I found. So I trimmed them out so I could put them on this layout. So I have one that's flying and looking like it's about to land, and I'm going to put it up here with the tombstones, like it's about to land on one of the tombstones. And then I have this one here that I trimmed out, and I'm going to put it on top of the house. And then my other one I'm going to put on top of the fence. Now, he's not standing on top of the fence. He's just going to stand beside the fence. I got those down. And then I'm going to look through these Tim Holtz little word stickers. And this one I put watching and waiting because he was on their front stoop waiting for the trick-or-treaters to come. So he was watching and waiting. And then I'm going to read through here, and it's going to take me forever because I still have so many of them. I need to use them more. So I'm going to find some more words to put down, and I've just put down the one that said, "Now I stand where darkness falls," because it was dark since it was trick-or-treat time. I don't know that he was standing. I think he was sitting. I do remember him telling me he was kind of mad at himself because he didn't have the face makeup exactly right as the character in the movie, but I couldn't tell you what he was missing. He could, but I couldn't. The last thing I put down was gleam came into his eye because back in the day you had a flash. Well, I mean, you still have flashes now, but I don't know if they were as easy to turn off. I don't know. It's been a minute since the 90s, and I don't remember my point-and-shoot camera from back in the day. I do remember struggling with the film. But you can see the reflection of the flash in his eyes. So the gleam came into his eye, and then I've got these green enamel dots down. And, of course, I have to use my Distress Mica stain. I just love this stuff. It is so pretty. And on top of this black, y'all, if you could see it in real life, it just glimmers and shimmers, and it is gorgeous. And this color is called Wicked Elixir. And it's a perfect green for the green of my photo mats. And I did want to bring in some more of that green. I didn't want the photo mat to be the only green. And that is going to do it. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. I hope you're getting lots of scrappy time in. And if not, you're making lots of memories and taking lots of photos so you can get scrappy time in later. And I'm going to pull this up so you can see it a little bit closer. And then tomorrow I will be doing my October daily, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.